Bros, it's me again. I was quite thrilled that one time when I reached the 50 likes after talking about the little, this little thumbs up here. But you know what, Gloin 1994 is right, I gotta drop the hammer. Look, it's hard out here, dude. I'm on the front lines every day, I'm grinding, and I need all the likes I can get, dude. I'm flat out, I'm just doing it for the likes. So you guys, I gotta ask for more. I very much appreciate all the nice comments, as usual. Appreciate the likes, all the feedback, it's good stuff, but you know what, I think the like monster's getting hungry. So I mean, I don't want to speak for the monster, but I have a feeling that the like button's going to start growing again. And you know what, I shudder to think what the series might be if a big bronze like button was taking up half the screen. So you guys, you got to start liking. But yeah, watch out. Thanks guys, I appreciate it. Enjoy the episode. Brez. Hey guys, good morning. I'm just checking in with some map progress, show you what I got. I'm going to go to our overworld again. Ding! Looks kind of similar, but there is progress here. There's a lot to do, so I'm going to chip away at this gradually, but turn off the collision boxes for now. You can see the water looks a bit more proper, looks a bit more nicer now. It's not great water, but it's whatever. Also, you'll notice the collision boxes are more intelligent than they were, and I've put in some redundancy checks so that areas that you won't get to anyway, we don't need to have like an instance of the collision box for all of those. You can see it just follows the outline now. That's all we need, which is great. Can't walk on the water anymore, makes sense. And the thing I've been knocking at recently is with these trees. You can see that while most of it is still that middle clump like we had before, all of the outside trees are the top left clump, so it's only showing two different images that can be possible just yet, because I just wanted to show that this is like the first step, is them recognizing the tiles around them and changing if necessary. So in this case, the only way they'll stay is the hill, dude. The truck struggled to get up the hill. Yeah, the only way that the trees remain this clump is if the top, bottom, left and right frames, tiles are of the same type, the trees. Otherwise, if that's not the case, so you can see with this one that I'm hovering over, the downward and the right one are just the empty grass tiles, so it's changed. I need like a sophisticated rule set to have all of the frames changed to how they're intended to look. But that's all I got for now. I'm gonna keep working on it. Goodbye. Hi guys, it's me again. I'm gonna show you more progress on getting the overworld map to look alright. So I'll turn the boxes off. You can see there's a lot more progress on the trees. They blend together much better. The actual look of the images individually I'm still not super happy about, but it does look much more natural now that it's all clipping together properly. You can see I've got edges for the water as well, which makes it look much nicer. Everything flows together much better. For that, I had to make the rivers a bit thicker. The way the framing works is it's not great at dealing with anything that's of a single width or height as I'm plotting it out. I think the best example is I've applied it here with the sand as well. You can see it blends in, fades into the grass much nicer. I think somewhere down here, yeah, see down at this bottom left, you can see if they're not a part of a clump, then it just, I've got this like individual single tile frame that's kind of like a circle, which looks alright for the sand, but I don't have anything for, yeah, that's just how I've decided to go about it right now. It's not, doesn't have an unlimited amount of options. I'm working off what I did here. Like these forest ones, and these are the water edges. You could see that, well, if you can try and imagine, let's say I've got a bunch of grass around here and then I've just got a row of water like that over these ones. There's no frames here that really do that justice. So at the moment what would happen is it would use the complete empty tile, which realistically is this water, and it would have that blocky edge look that we had before. Ideally, to deal with that, I'd need extra ones, which is like a combination of this and this into one. So it's like a little bit there, and then kind of like a hot dog shape dealio, you know, with these two combined. It would actually be very easy with the water edge ones, and I'll probably end up doing that later. But it's a bit more work with like drawing the forest to follow the same rules, sand for the same rules. So I'm keeping it like that for now. Mountains, very unsure what I was going to do. You can see here I've mistakenly left this bit of water to be like little singles, and they don't really have proper rules to give them frames, so you can see they kind of stand out quite badly. For the water I might fix that up, but for now with like the forests and stuff I'm going to keep them clumped like I have. And if they were to be singles, I don't think any show here, but they've got single clumps that kind of look like these individual trees. Great, yeah, I'm not really sure what to do with the mountains. I was partway implementing a thingy that would like detect if there was 4 here, and then it would, if I go to my project, it would replace clumps of 4 with this similar clump that's basically the same, but it's got like a mountain in the middle of it. But I was having a little bit of trouble getting that working, and then I was kind of thinking probably wouldn't look that great anyway, so I think what I'll have to do eventually is come back and have another go at getting this stuff to clump. I'm very inexperienced at tile mapping with this level of complexity. It's deceivingly complex actually trying to get this working, but once you do get it working, it works very nicely with like just drawing my map here. I don't have to worry about picking out the correct forest frame for all the edges and stuff. It's just we load the whole map in, and we just run a bit of game logic after we've loaded the data in to determine what the right frames are for the stuff. And you know, once we get those rules done, we keep our art style consistent for the overworld, and we can just apply the same rules to the forests, to the edges of the water, to the sand, to the mountains. It's all good in the hood. Cool. I may can here for now. Not sure what I'll do next. Man, what will I do next? Whew. Yikes, I don't know, man. You guys will have to just come back and find out what I cook up next in the lab. So have a good one, guys. Peace. So I've got a little bit of time left here. I'll show the progress of our enter new map routine, which is like the starting point when we want to open a new map, as I've explained before. The big new routine from this episode is after we prepare the map data, which is reading the colored tiles in and comparing them to actual tiles in our world. We do prepare tile frames. So what we're doing with prepare tile frames is we're doing another loop through. Where necessary, we're associating additional information to distinguish between special sprites and special sprite frames, deciding which to draw based on the position of the same tile type around them. To achieve this, we have to loop through all of them, and then we have to check the neighboring tiles in all 8 directions: up, down, left, right, top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. And that's why we've got within our for loop, we've got another small loop which is looping through like a 3x3, starting from the frame -1, -1, so it's like a square, and then we're checking that it's a legal position, and then it's the tile that is the same type as the tile that we're currently on. If it is, so it's a true, otherwise it's false. So it's just a bunch of yes no's, and then after we've done that, we want to pass that array to process tile frame, and this is where this is like the raw, this is like all the raw comparisons to decide what's the appropriate image. For instance, the first check is if the position above, below, are like the position to the left, right, up, and down. If all of them are the same tile, then we return tileframe.c, which is the middle one. If I go here, it'll actually be that one because it's completely surrounded. I should also add that these little TFI scripts that I've got after the first if statement are basically more readable versions of what I'm doing up here. It simply gives me the direction in our small array based on the tile frame direction that I give it. Yeah, and this is the ordering here. So, you know, all the letters just correspond to their direction. Yeah, and so if I want more rules or less rules, I basically just expand this. It's just a bunch of if statement comparisons. There might be a better way to do it, but it's whatever. Great. And we've had to allow for, not all tiles will actually require this routine. Some tiles, for instance, if I go to the world, there are no rules associated to my little house here, for instance. We just want to draw it as is. So back in where we do our map declarations, I use set map tile uses frame, and I give it one of our tile enumerators and a corresponding sprite file. It's kind of like our way of expanding that tile to follow the rules, and all our other tiles, they just ignore those rules. Cool guys, I'll catch yous.